Okay, we have a response from CrunkLord420 talking about hate speech not having a real definition, being entirely subjective, and saying that the concept of hate speech can be used to censor legitimate speech with valid and useful purposes. And he tries to enforce rules against hate speech, is advocating for a less free world, actually fighting against basic civil liberties. Okay. By advocating to shut this forum down, you're advocating against human rights and civil liberties. Okay, so I appreciate your response. I think it's well thought out, but also this is definitely a murky gray area. And yeah, when you say enforce rules, it's like, well, yeah, you're right. This shit is hard to define. It's very hard to define. I think this is something that society needs to like kind of navigate, and it's hard to navigate it. But I think that your concept of human rights and civil liberties, like, this forum kind of targets people, and it's information warfare. What's going on? Like you have all this information about me, and there's a ton of biased perspective and like warped things and lies. There's tons of like falsehoods being like repeated, and I mean that's part of the reason I'm making these videos. But basically it's like getting e-stalked by a large anonymous hate mob, and like that feels against human rights in a way. Like that's kind of how it feels. And again, you're right, this is like a gray area, but I think that at least we should all be conscious of the concept that like this forum is in some really murky moral territory. It's really fucking murky. And if you just say free speech is free speech, like, you might be blinding yourself to kind of what's actually happening on this forum. So yeah, it's a hard fucking issue. So I don't know, I thought I'd just leave a little response. So thanks for listening.